In this lesson, we're going to be talking about steganography. And steganography always reminds me of the movie Yellowbeard. In the movie, Yellowbeard's a pirate, and when his son Dan was an infant, he had a map to a particular treasure location tattooed on his son's head. When the hair grew, it obscured the fact that the map was there, and you had to know that the map was there or just shave the head in order to find the map. So that's an example of steganography. Steganography is hiding information inside something else. So in that case, I'm hiding a map underneath a head of hair on a head that wouldn't normally have a map tattooed on the top of it. So there are several examples of the use of steganography where I may have text that I want to embed in something. And one of the really popular uses of steganography is to take an image and hide some other piece of data in it, whether it's an image or whether it's text or whether it's something else. So I've got this program here called QuickSteg, and I'm going to open an image. I'm going to open this one of a koala. And I've got some text here. And now I'm going to hide the text inside the image. And I'm going to save the image. And I'm going to save it as something different here so I know. Now let me just exit so there's nothing up my sleeve here. There's no trickery involved. I'm going to go back and I'm going to launch QuickStego. I'm going to open my image. Obviously, if I were doing this for real, I wouldn't call it Koala Steg. I would call it something else. I would either use the same name or I would pick something else. So I'm opening up my Koala Steg image. And you can see it shows the text that was stored in that image. So that's a quick way of sending messages to people without actually having the message seen. You could have an arrangement with a friend where you would send an image to them. It would have a message hidden in it, and they would know to open the image in their steganography program, and it would display the text for them. So that's on the Windows side. On the Linux side or the Unix side, there's a program called StegHide. And it does the same sort of thing where I can take this program StegHide and I can either embed data or extract data. So I can say I want to embed data and I want to embed a file inside another file. So here I've got the embed file and the cover file. I could also specify a passphrase. And the passphrase would put an additional layer of protection on it where there would now be a password associated with it. And in order to get the hidden file or the hidden text, you would have to know what the passphrase was. So I have also got an option here to do a stego file. And if you didn't want to write the results back to the cover file, you would write to this stego file as well. And you can see there's a number of other options. But it uses the same sort of techniques that we just saw in QuickStego. It's a command line program with Linux, and you can put images inside images, which is something that QuickStego actually didn't have, was the ability to embed an image inside of an image. And sometimes that's useful if you're doing espionage or some other sort of activity where you need to send pictures to somebody. Or another way of doing it is if you've got some material that's particularly sensitive in a picture form, you could hide it inside something else, and that way only the person who was supposed to be seeing the sensitive picture that was hidden inside the other picture would know to open up a steganography program and pull that hidden picture out. Everybody else would see a picture of a koala or a bunny or whatever it was you were sending along. So that's steganography, which again is really just hiding one piece of data inside another piece of data.